sprightly sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlian. I want to get that aetheryte crystal first before I talk to anybody. I do like this place. It's very pretty. I'll collect the aetheryte shards over time. Welcome back. Welcome back. Next I'll have you carry the... Oh, forgive me, I mistook you for a dock worker. Ooh, I'm gonna get a weapon from this one. An item level 645. Yeah, I need that. I assume there's an inn here. Summoning bell. Just a market board. Retainer vocate. I'm sure I'll be taken there soon enough. Right then, first things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha, we were wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers, then. Followers? Wuklamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick, no sir. For my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Wuklamat is technically royalty here, like it or not. A person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean by technically? I suggest we move in 2 groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then? Velvet, you and Kryla can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Yeah, we should wait. Tulihyolal isn't going anywhere. Let's give Wuklamat a little more time. No, we're going now. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Anvil already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yoktural, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. What escorting entails. Certain duties require that one or more NPCs accompany you in order to proceed with quest objectives. You must keep them at your side and make your way to a designated location. So long as you remain in the same area, NPCs accompanying you will remain at your side even when using teleport or aetheryte. It is possible to ride mounts or swim while escorting NPCs. Please note, however, they will not appear at your side until you dismount or leave the water. Oh, this is stuff that we do in Walker. You may also speak with NPCs while escorting them. Furthermore, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. These points will also be indicated on your map. Parting ways with NPCs. When speaking with NPCs, you will be given the option to part ways. You will also part ways automatically when changing areas. If you part ways with an NPC, you may return to the starting point and speak with them again. Talk. Truly, Shalal is like my own garden. I could lead you around with my eyes closed. If this tour were a ship, I'd be plain sailing all the way. Ugh, the word ship alone is enough to curdle my stomach. Wandering around the city is so exciting. Unfamiliar wonders everywhere we look. Here's a conversation point. This is Bayside Bevy, Tulihyollal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares goes directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Alright, I should mention that here in Tulihyolal we buy things with Pel, a currency that Pelu created. Don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Wachumeki, another market to the east of here. That can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. For what? Is it the aetheryte or no? What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have aetherites and Tuli Holal? I think I told you before, but my brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once. Had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate, which leads to Zoktural. Let's make a stop at Bright Bloom Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Landsguard. Ethernet. It's definitely going to show me the inn, right? The inn is here, right? Wouldn't make sense that it wouldn't be here. Oh, I need to go down here. Okay, I can... Two things. Talk. Make sure you tune to the aetherite. I don't fully understand how it works, but I do know you'll regret it if you forget. Discuss Tuli Hyolal's elevation. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wuklamot gets her endless endurance. I like the music here. Oh, is an aetherite shard. Ethernet shard, I mean. This here is Bright Bloom Post, also known as the Landsguard headquarters, under the command of the great Zoral Jah. We hone our combat skills in order to apprehend any threats detected on patrol. You may come and go as you like, but don't cause trouble, you hear me? Here we are, Bright Bloom Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuli Holal and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warriors. The nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Jah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Alize should be around to hear it too. Come on, I showed you the Skygate. It's right at the... It's time I showed you the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of the Talon March. I guess that goes to a different zone. Yeah, it goes to a different zone. I wonder when we're gonna run into Thancred and Urianje. That's a pretty big door. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yakyu? Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Yaktural, the southern lands of the mother, and Zaktural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legend says it used to be one giant landmass, but long, long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Cryle. A familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Zaktural, those lands are also part of the Holy Sholal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled to the lands and put a stop to the myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. Did the... Did what happened in Endwalker happen here? The final days happen here? At all? Because I imagine it happened here randomly and they were being like, what the hell? Where's this coming from? But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Zaktural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Then I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. You really mean that? Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Tired from all this walking? Take a moment to rest and we'll continue the tour. We must have covered half the city by now. Truly, Sholal is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Wow, I've got to put these in... I've got to put these on my, in the bank thing. Okay. It's a kind of cool, chakrams. Okay. Let me go to armory chest. I'll probably put this... there we go. What's this? Wait. Did I put that one on? $89. This one is for... not for me. Okay. Gotta move these. And I want to put these in my glamour chest. Also need to, how do I hide the mask? There we go. I've gotta go re-equip my glamour. Creation stories are often rooted in true events. Given the similarities, could it be that Tural's legend was inspired by Heidelin's clash with Zodiark? Who knows, could be. We'll head west next, towards the Arc of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Really, Hulal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. I do really like this city, it's pretty cool. Though I prefer the music in, Razatan. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of Yakhu Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Tural to appease the gods who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After Yakhu withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. When Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace. Sitting practically in the center of Tural, he gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tule Hulal. We climb these sets of stairs here, all the way up. Okay, so I go up here. Oh, there's that main temple. Papa's palace is called Volok Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. I have a feeling we'll find out. Who do you think is going to win the right to succession? The whole city's talking about it. Most likely, Wuklamat. So this is the Resplendent Quarter? What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yoktural clans. Mamuja, Zbral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu, We also have Tonawata, Hetsaro, and Shitona. We moved south from their ancestral lands to Zaktural. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tural. A true representation of Tulihulal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. Oh, it's getting nighttime. Huge drum. Oh, that thing. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? The big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Landsguard returned from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. That would have been funny to see. And here are the dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll find balloons in Tuliholal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Moana brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic, and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. Where's the inn, damn it? This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Thorol Landgate. But when Papa founded Tuliholal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Uka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the Rite of Succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozama Uka, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Alpaca. Ah, those are alpacas, fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. Take it. You'll learn soon enough, Kryl. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Are these pillars what Lord Lamont wanted to show us? Oh, there's an Ethernet shard. I'm gonna get this real quick.